Hello punters, it's Chilli here with a big preview of this week's betting. But before I get into the bets, I wanted to invite you to the Chilli Bet Punters Club. It's a lot of fun, we're crushing it with the bets, and there's a lot of open, profitable positions. So it's a great time to join now and participate in those future profits. Hit the link in the notes and join up today. Hope to see you there. Okay, so let's get into the bets. And we start with the EPL. With a break for international friendlies last week, the EPL kicks off again on Saturday with a huge game, Chelsea versus Man United. Now, our strategy in the EPL has been to build positions in Liverpool while holding Chelsea safe and waiting for a little bit more value to eventuate in Manchester City, who are just far too short for us to back into at the moment. If Chelsea can win this week against Manchester United, they'll cement themselves as a genuine title threat, and we've got a real three-horse race here. You can still get them for $9, so make sure you grab a piece of that before the game, because if they do happen to win against Manchester United, I'm sure that price is going to drop. Liverpool are still around $3.25 and Manchester City at $1.67. They've both got straightforward games this week, so I doubt we'll see too much movement there. Even if one of them get upset, I can't see it happening, but even if they do, prices should remain pretty straightforward there. So it's really Chelsea being the story of this week if they can win against Man United. Now in the top goal scorer market is Chelsea again. We've been into Hazard with the asterisk on him that he may be departing in the January transfer window. Really hope he doesn't. He's 2 goals clear. And it's unlikely that the Chelsea-Man United game is going to be high scoring given Mourinho's tactics this year. So it's hard to see him getting too much more of a lead. So we've really got to keep an eye on Aguero at Man City, who have an easy game, and then those other following party like Kane and the others who are 2 goals further behind Hazard. Now down in the relegation zone, our picks are Huddersfield and Cardiff. Huddersfield are up against it with a game against Liverpool this week, so hard to see them getting even a point there. While Cardiff are a genuine chance against Fulham. So hopefully Cardiff can get a point. We might be able to get a little bit more value into them, and we'll just keep backing in Huddersfield and Cardiff to be relegated. I think there's not a lot of value there, but it's good just to bank, 30-35% on our money. Champions League also returns this week, and with our initial positions weighted towards Man City, we're keeping teams like Barcelona, Real Madrid and Juventus safe, just in case City get upset in the early stages. But I think that's a pretty good bet. They should at least go deep into the finals, if not make the final. This week, though, we have another huge match. It's United again, backing up from their Premier League game against Chelsea. They're going to play Juventus. So we've got Ronaldo returning to Old Trafford in what should be a great game. United really are not playing well, and with 2 massive games in short succession, it's going to be interesting. I think they're going to park the bus in both games and just try and grab a point from each. So with United in a bit of disarray, we really are going to back in. We're going to open our position in Juventus with a bit of capital behind them because a win here for Juventus would see them finish top of the group, and we may just see them come in a little from the 650 that they're at now to join Man City as equal favourites. The A-League also kicks off this week. I don't have a strong read on the strategy for this market at the moment, but just having a look at the contenders at the moment, Perth Glory seem to be the best value here at around $9. So they have an opening game against the Wanderers, who were disappointing last year. I think they're probably going to go down again a little bit further this year. So I'll be having a little bit of a small opening stake on Perth Glory at $9. And really looking forward to see what Popovic can do with the team this year. In the NFL, we've been backing the LA Rams all year. We really think they're the standout team to go all the way from the NFC. And then we've been looking to see who might they play off against in the Super Bowl from the AFC. At the moment, it's looking like it's either the Patriots or the Chiefs. We like the Chiefs at this stage. You can get them still at $8 to win the Super Bowl. And we are happy to let the Patriots drift out a little from here unhedged. All three of these teams have straightforward games this week, so there might not be too much action in this market for the week, but we'll keep an eye on all of those teams to see how they perform. The NBA tips off this week, and looking at the market, we have the Golden State Warriors, two-time defending champions, going for a three-peat at ridiculously short championship odds of $1.55. Way too short for me to back into. There's really no way I can put my money into that before a game is even played, even though they have such a strong team. There's been lots of big name moves in the NBA this year, so the Warriors look pretty settled, but there are a couple of interesting other teams who might play off against them in the finals. What we are willing to do though is back in the Bet Easy NBA Championship special. They've boosted the odds on the Warriors to $2. I always say that $2 mark is the special mark. You don't really want to go under, but since BetEasy are offering us $2 with a maximum bet of $25, I'm happy to bet into this, hold Golden State safe, and then have $10 each on the Celtics, the Rockets, and the Raptors. They're all at big odds, so we'll see if we can create a little bit of arbitrage there. But with Golden State being so short in the market so early, we may not see too much action in this market in the coming months. The NBL is also underway, and as we've said many times, Sportsbet are offering a fantastic offer, a fantastic special where they've created NBL Tuesday special, where they're holding the championship odds over the weekend's games until Tuesday midday Eastern time. Now this is fantastic for our strategy of long-term championship and futures betting, so we can really assess what happened during the week and back in those teams that we think might be shortening in price, and avoiding those teams that are short at the moment that might have lost unexpectedly. So really great special. We need to build a lot of equity in the first 4 rounds while this special is being offered up. And early on, it looks like the 36ers could be the big movers in from the $7 that they were originally quoted at. So we'll be keeping an eye on them over this week's games. In the cricket, we bombed out in the UAE against Pakistan, with our Aussies and Usman Khawaja batting out a miracle 4th innings to draw the game in the first test. We were backing in a 1-1 series prediction, expecting Pakistan to get up in the first test, and then we would hedge out with the remaining options and lock in some arbitrage profits there. What can I say? It went against us. The Aussies created history, and if that's the way we're going to go down in our betting, I'm happy to wear that. Nothing else in the cricket betting markets this week. In the Punters Club, we placed a supercharged multi, very similar to the Bets Plus multi, but we just put a little bit of extra oomph in there at the end to hedge into. We also topped up the EPL champions with Chelsea and put a bit more into Huddersfield in the relegation market. In the multi this week, we've gone with a straightforward, if not long, 11-leg multi. I've backed the Kangaroos to bounce back against Tonga. I can't see them losing 2 in a row. If they do, look, I'm happy to wear it. I can't see it happening. And we've got various hedge points in there, including the Patriots and the Perth Glory. Check out all the legs in the members-only Facebook group. Link is in the notes. Now we have a look at the specials on offer from the bookies this week. There's not a lot around, but as we've been into for the last couple of weeks, NBL's Sportsbet NBL Special Tuesday is what we are really focused on at the moment, holding over the odds in the championship market until Tuesday midday following the weekend games. And as I've said there, we've got our eye on the 36ers to shorten in from $7, and we're avoiding the Sydney Kings, who are very short at this stage. We're hoping for them to get a bit more value into them, and then we might start to look at to build our position in them. But that's really all that's on offer from the bookmakers in terms of specials this week. Well, that's it for the bets this week. But before I go, I wanted to invite you to the Chilli Bet Punters Club. It's a lot of fun. We're crushing it with the betting, and there's a lot of profitable open positions. So now is a really good time to join so you can participate in those future profits. Hit the link in the notes below to join up. I really hope to see you in there soon.